I think where is Kiran, brother? Let me
Let's
just
just wait 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Then we can. I think Sneha is new joining. Sneha, can you introduce us? Introduce you with us. Let me message.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, sir.
Hey, nobody's there here.
I am also a student.
Okay, fine. Yeah, myself, Snehal Hande. I'm currently in the last year of Electronics and Telecommunication degree. So I'm here to prepare for your course.
Okay. So you are aspiring for ETO. When is your exam for ETO?
Sir, actually, I'll be applying now for SIMS, like within 15 to 20 days. So let's see then how it goes.
Is this syllabus same for JB and TTO for entrance?
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
No.
Sorry, Anand.
Is syllabus for entrance for JME and ETO is same?
No, it's not the
It's not.
same.
Since we are
I
discussing
think it's not.
electrical also, that's why she thought to
Yeah,
get.
at the end, they have written the questions like electrical,
Okay,
so
all
I
right,
am trying.
all right.
So
Okay, so let's just start.
We
yeah.
mechanical are not made for electrical.
Array, let it be. Na, we'll have someone to clear our doubt.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Electrical engineer between us.
So,
Nice.
so the everyone's favorite question. Uh, why the fridge is in TR and sorry in liter and AC is in TR?
Please, someone give me answer that should be accepted by the
Gurvinder,
interviewer.
So the
Yeah.
TR
Gurvinder,
and the
go ahead,
AC.
go ahead.
Okay.
What? I didn't
Yeah,
get it.
Okay, sir,
I'm
can I
saying that
continue?
please provide me an answer that interviewer should accept it.
No,
We
Okay,
can
sir,
Gurvinder,
I'm
your
discuss
giving
answer
a
is
which
correct.
short
is
and
the
precise
better.
one.
Okay,
Your
okay,
answer
wait,
is correct,
wait.
Gurvinder. Go ahead.
Hello,
No,
let's say
I don't
Harshit
have
is saying
any
something.
idea.
Harshit, go ahead.
Okay. So the TR in AC represents the cooling capacity of the AC, whereas the liters in the refrigerator it represents the storage capacity of the refrigerator. So I think that
Mhm.
much is enough.
I think that's the question.
Yeah, I mean that's the right
Why?
answer, but I think to some guys he also is like, don't tell me that, answer differently or like something like that. So does anyone has answer apart from that or like there
Okay.
any other
Actually,
reason?
I have answer. Actually, your question was
Okay,
what does one TR means?
no.
No, 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 no.
Mhm.
Why AC is
You
represented
know,
in
na,
TR
your
and
AC at home
fridge,
is 1 ton, 2 ton, and
Yeah.
in fridge is
yeah,
in liters.
and fridge is
Why
in
it
liters.
is so?
See.
Why so?
If we see fridge refrigerator, there is a certain volume which needs to cool, and the things which we are cooling is not continuous. Man, that is not producing any type of heat. So that's why we refer refrigerator fridge in volume. Okay, in liter. And if we talk about AC, there is we talk about cooling capacity for a certain not for a certain dimension, but for certain what can we say, things which is based on how much heat is producing with objects and all, with sources, better to say with sources how much heating is produced. So in concise I will say that the since we in a refrigerator we cools a certain uh, storage. I am confusing it, a certain storage, and in case of
AC.
AC we cools
We are representing the cooling capacity,
we
But
talk about
it
right?
cooling
doesn't mean
capacity.
that but it
Kiran, go
doesn't
ahead.
mean that the domestic refrigerator also is like 0.13 to 0.14 ton of refrigerator. It is also the 0.13 to 0.14 TR.
Hmm. Yeah, so I
So
guess it's
according,
just about convenience.
Yeah.
I think in
yes, it is
refrigerator
about
we are
convenience.
I think in refrigerator we are more concerned about the storage. That's why it is in liter. And while in the AC we are concerned about its cooling capacity. That's why the AC is in tons.
Yeah. But we should
Did I
explain it
answer?
more properly. It's
I
a
think
extra
Kamlesh
answer.
will explain that.
No, actually, I also don't have exactly what he wants. We have to say the same thing, but in own way. Use different words.
Guys, I think I
Yeah.
can explain it.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
in refrigerator, we have a confined space. That is, we have very limited amount of things to be cooled down. Like suppose 100 cubic meter only we have to cool. But in AC, at that time we have heat sources. Like we human also are a heat source. See, we will also produce heat, and this heat source are variable. Like 2 3 men can enter at that space where it is need to be cooled. So it should it will be, how to explain. See, the heat sources are very varying, and so that's why we should that's why AC is in tons, and refrigerator is in liter.
Yeah. So yeah,
Better.
that's something to add in. So basically, just we are representing cooling capacity in AC and storage volume in refrigerator. That's the basic answer. Add whatever you want and try to
But we
convince the
should
interviewer.
explain it. Yeah.
The particular
Yeah.
word that in case of AC we are dealing with the variable heat sources, but in case of
Yeah.
refrigerator
Yeah.
we are not
Correct.
dealing with variable heat sources. We are not dealing with
Yes.
any type of heat sources. We are just ejecting the heat from the.
Yeah. Yeah. This
We are just
should
making the
be.
cooling effect at the particular temperature,
Yeah.
and after the temperature we reach, the compressor shut down itself.
Yeah, that's the reason.
That happens in AC also.
Yes, it happens in AC also. When actually it happens, we don't hear that shutting of compressor wires. We hear all of sudden after at certain time we hear the sort of compressor drips. What it called in AC?
What?
We hear after running AC in starting compressor voice is loud, and then after some time we hear the shutting of compressor voice. Like why is that? Anyone having reason?
To
Why?
save the power?
Yes,
Because
to save
we
the
have
power.
reached the actual
So if
temperature.
the temperature is achieved inside the refrigerator we want, then compressor is shut down for the some particular time. So to save the energy, because compressor is continuously work, so it can consume more power. So to avoid or to increase the refrigerating efficiency, to increase the efficiency, the shutdown trip is provided over there to
In
save the
AC,
power.
The
compressors
sensible.
also stops.
Yep. True. See, the
For the
sensible
same
here,
reason.
sensible bulb senses the temperature, and give the command to the compressor to shut off itself. That is happening both in the both cases, and AC also and refrigerator also, just to save them power. And after some time, when the temperature again rises, the compressor again starts.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So next question: can you use a refrigerator as for cooling the room?
Yes, we
Oh,
can, but with modifications.
Okay.
who is that?
No,
Explain,
we
Who
please.
is that?
cannot use, I think.
Someone said yes, but with
Yeah, let
modifications.
them
We will
explain.
like to hear his explanation.
Basically, we can just use it for cooling, but with some modifications. Like if we just keep the our condenser and compressor outside the room, so it will cool the room. If you just
We are
think
just by
what
ignoring the
condenser do
capacity.
and
Okay, we
compressor
are
do.
just ignoring the capacity. Actually,
That's
this
what
question was
that's what
asked
we
to
do
me
in
in
ACs.
yeah.
That's what
Uh,
we do in AC.
Actually, this question was asked to me by Oberai Sir. He asked me first if we keep the door open, so can we cool the room? So
Yeah,
I just
exactly
said
same
no.
question.
I said no,
But
but
snow.
then if we
Okay.
want to use it to cool the room, what are the modifications you will suggest?
Okay. Okay.
So for
Okay.
that answer is keep the other parts
Compressor
outside
and
and connect
condenser.
the evaporator to the room.
To the room.
Yeah.
If only evaporator is in the room.
Because that's
So
what
to do
we are
that,
doing
I
in a
think we
fridge.
have to keep the evaporator in the room and the
Yes.
condenser and the compressor outside the room.
Right.
Outside the
All
room.
the other components outside the room, and just evaporator connect it with the room,
Okay.
and you can use it as
Like
your AC, because that's
in
what
our ACs,
AC
na,
is.
This question was
Doesn't
asked
it
by
become
Bigyanik.
a window split AC?
Yeah, yeah.
the
So
AC
that's what
inside that
split
in
AC
the
is.
room, it is the evaporator. Simple.
Okay.
Correct.
So next, I think we are done with
Why there is sudden drop in evaporator? Is the I think 10th question's yours.
EV. EV. We just discussed that before, na? Which part VCRS cools
In evaporator or in thermostatic?
10th question.
10th question.
before
Last question, 10th question.
evaporator. Before evaporator. That's just typo. Actually, if you see, there isn't temperature drop in evaporator. evaporator में temperature बढ़ रहा है. नहीं बढ़ रहा है ना? नहीं, sorry.
Yeah,
बढ़
नहीं
रहा है
बढ़ रहा है.
बढ़ रहा है वहाँ बढ़ रहा है
temperature
बढ़ रहा है,
बढ़ रहा
yeah,
है.
right.
ईवी में कम हो रहा है
बढ़ रहा है, बढ़ रहा है.
रेफ्रिजरेंट का बढ़ रहा है.
So, thermostatic expansion valve is the answer there, because it is throttling, which reduces the pressure suddenly, and that's why the temperature is dropped. Some particles are getting converted into vapors.
Hmm.
Also, more heat is absorbed in the form of latent heat. So that's why the temperature drop is there. Okay,
Correct.
so anyone would like to add any question in this regard about REC and VCRS?
1 ton of refrigeration.
For the electrical part.
Yeah, 1 ton of refrigeration.
Yes.
So
Anyone?
it
Can
can be
I?
defined as the heat extract. Okay, you can go, Kiran.
Yeah, may I explain 1 ton of refrigeration?
Sure.
1
Yes,
ton
yes,
of
please go on.
refrigeration is the amount of refrigeration effect when 1000 kg of water is converted into 1000 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius.
one more thing
Yes.
Or we
in
can
24
even
hours
simply
24
add
hours.
amount of the heat extracted.
Yeah, I missed
yeah
it.
both
Sorry.
are same
What
Yeah,
I
it will be
said,
similar.
actually,
Value will be similar.
what I said actually,
see if you talk
So
What?
you should
See-
just say that the amount of heat required to remove from 1000 kg of water at 0 degrees Celsius to convert it 1000 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius within 24 hours.
24
That is
hours.
a one tier.
yeah,
1 TR.
within
I'm correct.
24 hours,
yeah yeah
Yes.
the
correct
amount
correct
of heat extracted,
So
the
it's equal
amount of
to
energy required to extract the heat. Okay.
yes.
and water
Of 1000 kg water into 1000 ice at 0 degrees Celsius in 24 hours. Timing is necessary to
Right.
mention.
Yes.
is necessary yeah
So it's equal to
Correct. I didn't
210
mention it.
kilojoule per minute. It's equal to
Gyan, I have one
210
question for you.
kilojoule.
Gyan?
sorry
Hello,
Yeah,
Gyan.
sure.
Yes. Who is there?
I have one question for you. Is that what is the value of the 1 TR?
1 TR in what? Like a kilojoule, 3.1
Okay,
something,
well,
3.5 kilowatt.
3.5
Kilowatt.
3.5
kilowatt.
kilowatt.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Is it
in
And
your
in
asking?
kilojoule
in
minute,
kilojoules
it's
per minute.
210.
In kilojoule per
And there's
210
one thing
kilojoule.
also.
210 kilojoule
and in
per minute.
kilowatt
Yes,
5.
there's one thing
3.5.
also. But its value in kilocalorie per hour.
Kilocalorie
Is also,
per hour.
this question is also
Yes, yes. This question is asked in the interview. Because all
3375.
we all know. Because we all know in the
We have to
kilowatt we all
divide
know.
4.187, 3.5 to 4.187.
Mm.
We know that
You can
4.1 calories is equal to
No. You
1.
can just simply multiply 210 multiply 4.184.
Repeat,
that
can you
will
repeat?
be converted into
Because
calorie
we know na 1 calorie is equal to 4.184
4.2. Yes. So we have to
So
divide.
the value it comes out around 3024 kilocalories per hour.
3 302
3024
kilocalorie per hour.
kilocalorie per hour.
Okay.
Hmm.
I converting kilocalorie per second.
Okay.
That is the
Yes, that's why I multiply.
yes.
And I also found this question in MCU, same kilocalorie per hour.
Okay.
Mm. But
Ah.
but you know what? Currently they are more focusing on more electrical, and there were more what that questions material science. There were very around 6 questions I got from material science.
In written exam,
Luckily,
Yeah.
yes.
see the
Luckily,
benefit
I
of
had
these
this
things
subject
we
in
are
the
getting
last
to know.
semester.
What do
I
you
have
say?
Yes,
also
material science.
I have also get many
And
electrical question in
Yeah. This
in
time
written
electrical
exam.
part was more than it was
mm,
before.
I think
Okay.
it was
So
80-20 like
yeah,
this.
maybe.
I got only
So
one
let's just
electrical question, and that is
this
also
time
very this time,
you are
and that
lucky.
was also
You
very
are
much
so
easy,
lucky.
bro.
You are so
You are the
lucky.
first guy who
depends
said
on
I
the
just
state.
got one question.
I just got only one
It
question,
depends on
that
the
is
state.
equivalent resistance in series, that is equal to how much equivalent
Ah,
resistance in
I
parallel.
also
cool,
got this
cool.
question.
That
I
was
also got this question.
very much easy.
R1
Yeah,
plus
cool.
R1 plus R1 is simple plus.
Yes. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's just start with electrical, or we have
Yeah.
missed anything?
Let's just start with this electrical.
Okay. So first question, Lenz law.
What is Lenz law? Anyone?
Yeah.
Let the electrical engineer be part of
Electrical
this.
engineer.
Sneha, would you
Yeah,
like
there is
to explain it?
This
So
is
in
your
I
familiar
mean
territory.
the Lenz's law में basically it's like direction ये होता है
It opposes
electric
the
current
cause
का
of its
direction.
producer.
So
Guys, shall I
can I
explain
give the better example?
with
Yeah.
an example?
Yes. Simple
See,
example.
listen. What is Lenz law? Lenz law states that the direction of the electric current which is induced in the conductor by a changing magnetic field is such that the magnetic field created by the induced current opposes the initial changing magnetic field. Let us understand with an example. We have a copper spring tube,
Okay.
and if when we pass the magnet, it has it has its own magnetic field. But when the copper wire when the
Tube.
copper wire copper tube come near to it, a new magnetic field is induced. So when we drop a magnet, just free fall, it will fall with a speed of acceleration of 9.8 meter per second. But when we put the magnet inside that tube, it will take more time, and
Yeah.
that is happened because of the Lenz law.
Yeah. Right.
The new magnetic field opposes the previous magnetic field.
Initial magnetic
Are you
field.
guys getting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the statement is
I have a video. I have watched this video. I will
share it that
share
video.
it later.
Okay.
okay.
In
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
Kiran was also explaining.
Yeah, bro.
We people should explain whatever we have, whatever we understand.
Yeah.
Kiran,
No, same example, but my example is pretty different. That my example is like the son kills the father. So because the EMF is induced because of the magnetic field, and it opposes the magnetic field also. So that means the son
Okay.
kills the father.
Same video.
Yeah. All right. So next, Faraday's law.
I'm not going to forget it further. I am hurting this sentence. This son kills the father means the uh, magnetic effect that magnetic field is producing, which is induced current, opposes changes in the initial magnetic field. Okay, what is the next?
Yeah. Next is Faraday's law of induction.
I'm very weak in electrical.
Perfect.
Can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
anyone else.
I think there is a two law of Faraday's, no?
Yes, two laws, first law and second law.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I very much pair by this electrical thing. I don't want it. I neither want my interview to ask any electrical question.
But we
He
have
will,
to.
he will, but he will.
Thus we get
Better part
about
is
little idea.
coming. This is just basic. Induction motor is waiting around the corner. So let's just finish this part, then we'll go to induction.
The BE project is my just revolve around the electrical, so I have the pretty much knowledge about the electrical.
Okay, that's great. So Faraday's law, first law is wherever magnetic flux is associated, induced EMF is produced.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is basic. And the
It's
second one is
it's a changing magnetic field. Whenever
It
magnetic
should be
flux
magnetic field
changes,
no. Whenever magnetic field associated with the circuit changes,
yes,
the
you will
EMF is induced inside that closed circuit.
and
and
Right.
if the
and if
conductor
the
forms a
conductor
closed
forms a
loop, the
coil,
induced EMF flows through it.
Ha.
so current flows through it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think this is very important to say.
Yeah. The circuit must be closed. Right.
Yes.
Closed coil,
So
and it
then the
is
induced
induced
current
current.
flow through it.
Okay. And the next
Snehal,
one is
Sneha, I
And the
think
second
Yes.
law tells us
you
about the
want to add
magnitude,
something
correct?
in this Faraday's law.
d5 by dt. Right.
No,
ND
Yeah.
by dt.
Yes, sir. D5 by dt.
ND by dt.
Yeah. And
Or
because of
you
Lenz
can
law, it
also
will have
say
the negative
that,
sign.
Yes.
Okay.
or you
So
can
it's
also
just
like definition states that the magnitude of the induced EMF, it will always be directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux.
with respect to
okay.
That
With respect to
if we
time.
will just the magnetic field very fast, so more induced current will be there.
Okay.
bro, I want to
Okay.
add the difference in
Let's bro.
first and second. Yes, sir.
Hello.
First law said how an EMF is induced, and the second law tells us how much the EMF is induced in the circuit.
Right.
Yes.
So how EMF is produced according to first law, Rakesh?
Actually, whenever magnetic flux linked with the circuit, now, like we have the magnet and the coil. So when we are moving the magnet, so EMF is induced in the circuit, like in the near the coil or something. I have the basic definition, like whenever magnetic flux linked with the circuit and EMF is induced in the electric circuit, which depends on the change of flux, like change of magnet or change of the that our coil is there. By changing
I
any
have
of
some
them,
like one question in this.
Mhm.
What is EMF? Basic. What is EMF?
EMF is electromotive force.
It's
Yeah, I
opposes.
Amount of
It's
force is
opposes.
no.
It's oppose.
It's amount
I
of
think
force required to move 1 coulomb of charge from place A to place
Yes.
B.
Correct. Definitely correct. Means
1 coulomb
EMF
of
is the
charge
force
from
acted on the
Can you say?
electrons
Can
to
you
flow in
repeat
a
it?
particular
Like
direction.
simply?
I must say that.
Okay.
No. Can you repeat it? Simple.
It's amount of force required to move unit charge for a unit distance.
Okay.
Particular direction.
It's
It's like a
basically,
force.
it's basically the potential difference when no current flows.
Yeah.
In simple
Yes,
words.
I know that. Yes.
Is there anything left, or you're expecting something else, Gurvinder?
Gurvinder has
Uh,
also joined.
It's fine.
Yes, he is the dot we are talking to.
I thought
Yeah.
from the last two sessions he is not joining. He was the active.
Were you expecting something else?
Okay.
I think I didn't change my name, I guess. Okay.
Okay. I thought you become inactive. Okay. You are not finding interesting this discussion. Anyway, welcome.
Okay. No.
You were you expecting something else, Gurvinder?
No, I'm expecting that the actual meaning of EMF that I know now that you told. It's like the energy transfer, है ना, to
Force.
electric charges.
force required to
No,
move the charge.
I'm saying it's a energy transfer to the charges. You
No,
can
no.
say it.
No, EMF is
Energy
a force,
required.
not energy.
Force
We can say
required.
the force or pressure. The simple meaning is the electrical force that causes the electron flow in a particular direction.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
called the EMF.
Okay.
That battery we also can call that EMF, na, because it's potential difference, nothing but potential difference. That
Yes.
Yes, yes.
It's
That
EMF source.
know, the batteries, cell batteries,
yeah.
the mentioned on them is the EMF mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
10 volt EMF.
Okay. So single phase and three phase, difference between these two. Just let's very
Can
basic
anyone
difference.
please
Anyone?
explain anyone? It is
The
much
phase
required.
difference between three phase is
No, not the
120
phase
degree.
difference. Just single.
Yes,
What
sir.
is single phase and what is three phase?
Inside the three phase we know that there is RYB supply, and inside a single phase there is any R or neutral, Y or neutral, and then B and neutral, B and neutral, R and neutral, B and neutral, Y and neutral. That is a single
Okay.
phase.
So basically, in single phase we have
Can
a
I
single
say
voltage, and in three
Didn't
phase
get
we have
bro.
three voltages.
can I
Yes,
say
yes,
something? No,
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
something little bit. Basically, in the one phase, the voltage that is there, it is interrupted. Like it is not like we don't get like smooth flow of voltage. But in the three-phase AC supply, there is uninterrupted AC supply is there. Like if like one phase is at the peak, then two will be at the least, then other will be at peak. So that's we
That
can
is the
get
phase difference. That is the phase
smooth
difference. Phase
area.
difference.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And also if like some one phase will fail, the two will support.
Support.
Okay.
Like in our home, we have different phase.
At home we have single phase supply.
No, but
Yes, yes.
nowadays we are putting you must have seen in your house that if we say na that one phase has blown out, just change the phase. In my house,
So
it's
about that, but as far as I know, we have single phase in our houses and
Yeah, three
three
no,
phase
no.
phases are
in
actually used in
industrial
We
industry.
areas.
have we have one
Ah.
phase only. But if one phase like blows out, na, we can change the phase. I'm saying that
Okay, at the generation plant you're talking about. So
at
that's why we get the
at the
dimmer.
main at
Okay,
the
okay,
main board.
main grid. Okay,
Yes.
so that's why we will get that dim light or dim supply.
Mm.
Okay,
Just
so
move ahead, Kamlesh.
motors.
Big motor. Who can
Three
just
phase induction.
simply explain? I want that.
Induction motor, three phase
Yes,
induction
yes.
motor.
See, guys,
Anyone?
Kamlesh, I think. Can you conclude that single phase and three phase before moving to the next question? What actually it is? I didn't get it.
Okay, so
I
in
think
single phase you will have one voltage supply, one voltage only. Okay, so if you plot voltage time graph,
Mm.
so it will look something like this. Just give a minute.
Let me see.
See, so this will be voltage and phase angle graph for single
Yes, yes.
phase, and this
Single phase.
will be for three phase.
Three phase.
I think for better
Three
Any
voltage up.
understanding, you can search
so,
more on.
or in more basic level, if you are generating single phase electricity, you will need only one coil. Stator coil, you will need only one stator coil, and in case of three phase, you will have to use three stator coils, R, Y, and B.
Kamlesh bro, could you
I think
please
it's
share
not
your
coils.
notes?
Yeah, sure, I will.
You have PDF?
No, I haven't
I
PDF. I
think
just written down. I'll just scan it and send it
What?
right now.
Yeah. Why it is written that in single phase system, one neutral wire, one power wire, and in three phase system there are three wires. All will carry load. In three
Yeah.
phase there is no neutral wire.
I think there is a neutral point. No, it's just three phase and one neutral. Anyone can add anything. I think there is three phase points which come
Three
at
phase
point.
and one neutral.
Yes,
One
phase
neutral
and one
pole.
yes, sir. We have RYB and one neutral. Three
Yeah, it
Neutral.
will be either in star connection or delta connection. Let's just not go there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
In three phase
Okay.
we have RYB plus neutral. In single phase we have one neutral and
One phase line, which
what
is
is
live
this?
line, phase line,
Okay.
hot line,
RYB red, yellow, and blue.
blue. Yes.
I think these colors also denote something like which are going to connect with earthing, which are going to connect with
Yeah.
very weak.
RYB are loads.
Different. And neutral will be connect with earthing, na? I think very weak in electrical.
Yes.
Something we need to connect with earthing. Oh God.
Yeah. Neutral is connected with the earth. Yeah.
Okay.
What is the color of the neutral wire? I think it's black.
No. That's enough. That's enough. You can put
Let him
anywhere
ask
you
na.
want.
Snehal
Just
can
remember
reply.
whichever put you.
What is the
Motor,
color of
motor,
neutral
Okay.
wire?
Go ahead.
Array, he just joking. Anything color is acceptable over, but you have to
Remember
you
which
should
color
be
code you are using.
remember which color you are using.
I thought any particular convention is there to use that. Okay.
Generally,
No,
it's
it's
red
like
and black.
earthing के लिए. Yeah, earth के लिए green use होता है and
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Black किसके लिए use होता है?
Neutral के लिए, I think.
Any idea?
Red, yellow, and third one is black, I think.
Yes.
No, it's
In three
red.
phase. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just leave the color coding for electricians
Yes,
and
Yeah.
let's move on to three-phase induction motor. Anyone would like
Three-phase
to explain the
induction motor.
three-phase induction motor?
I think Kiran will explain it much better.
Yeah.
Kiran knows
Ask for firstly Gurvinder, and then if he not say, and then I will.
अरे क्या लखनऊ से हो क्या पहले आप चल रहा है
नहीं
अरे my teacher is Kiran.
चलो
sorry no offense
चलो so first of all three-phase induction motor converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy. We know that. So it mainly consists of stator and rotor. So stator is the stationary part, and on a stator we have done the three-phase winding, that is R, Y, B, and neutral. So and the rotor is used here is the which type of rotor I guess? Squirrel cage rotor, and the ends of rotor is short circuited because of the flow of that induced current through it. So it is get clear. So when we give the three-phase supply in the stator winding, the changing magnetic field is produces, and it is in the rotating nature. So how is rotating nature? We know that the phase difference between RYB is 120 degree. We know that. So if R is at high, then Y and B at low. If Y is at high, then remaining at low. If B is at high, it may be low. That means the magnetic field induced in the stator winding is changing. If R high, Y high, B high, then it should be low. So that means the rotating changing magnetic field is produced in the stator winding. And we know that according to Faraday's law, if a current carrying conductor places in a magnetic field and EMF is induced in that conductor. So basically EMF is not just meant by the torque. Basically simply the torque is acting on that rotor. So, please mute. So torque is acting that rotors. It is basically clear. So we know that according to the rotor is like the short circuited. That means the induced current flow through it. So according to Lenz law, so if this changing magnetic field cuts the rotor conductor, and due to that flux cutting, the EMF is induced in the rotor, and EMF is not means the torque. Basically the torque is acting on that rotor. We know that according to the Lenz law, the direction of induced EMF is such that it opposes the cross producing. That means the rotor have to change that produces the magnetic field. So it can produce by changing its direction. So the rotor get rotating, and we have getting the rotating shaft as output. That means in the form of mechanical energy. Clear?
Yeah.
Means first the magnetic field is induced in a stator. The same rotating magnetic field is induced in the rotor because of the Lenz law. That means the cause producing it, magnetic field cause producing it. So the rotating magnetic field is induced in the rotor. So because of that, so that rotating magnetic field So it should be synchronous speed inside the stator winding. You should mention that the rotating magnetic field induced in the stator winding is the synchronous speed, rotating at a synchronous speed. And the synchronous speed means the rotation of the magnetic field inside that stator winding. So it should be synchronous speed.
No, but I found that it is less than the synchronous speed.
It is in a synchronous motor.
No.
For
Synchronous speed
It is less than.
less than
synchronous speed is
motor.
speed of RMF. RMF means rotating
RMF,
magnetic
yes,
field.
yes.
Okay. So
Inside the stator winding, inside the stator winding.
Yeah, and in what you are talking about is speed of the shaft.
Speed
Gurvinder.
of the
Speed of the
motor
shaft
is less than the
Yeah, it's
synchronous
less
speed.
than the synchronous speed. Synchronous speed.
And
For
difference
the three-phase
between
induction
these,
motor.
yeah, and difference between speed of shaft and RMF is known as slip.
Yeah. I don't know that really.
Yeah.
And also
I
that's
just
why
said
they
it.
are called self-start motor.
Yes, because it has a rotating RMF.
Yes.
Also,
So
one
any
question
doubt?
that I found
Mhm.
in this topic, that difference between the speed of the motor and frequency of AC supply given to the motor.
Slip.
Yes.
What?
A
Difference
common
between
question is there.
speed of
Difference
shaft
between the
and
speed
frequency.
of the motor and frequency of AC that we are giving to the motor.
Repeat the question.
They are basically asking what is the difference between the speed of the motor and the
And
frequency of AC
relationship
supply
between the
given to the motor.
frequency and speed of the motor. So it's
So
given
how
by the
can we
formula.
Not relationship, they are
120
difference.
FIP?
They have to be.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell that.
The
So,
frequency of
guys,
the AC current, na bro?
Yes.
Yes, I am asking the difference, not
That
relationship.
they both are
guys,
completely different.
Yes. The speed of the motor and frequency of AC supply given to the motor. Because this
I
question
think
I saw 3 times in the Anglo interview asked by the
I
Oberai
think
asked by
by
Oberai Sir.
that question,
Oberai Sir.
what? Yeah.
Yes.
I think what he means is actually what is the relation between these two terms? Because
No, difference.
Yes,
you found
relationship
the
or
answer?
difference, we can say that.
Yeah, because I don't think you can compare frequency and say there isn't direct difference in between them.
There is difference.
I think he
Because
simply
frequency means
wants what is frequency and what is speed of motor.
Yeah.
Frequency means the
Right.
cycle completed, that is a positive and negative cycle completed in a for a particular time. That is a
In 1 second.
frequency.
In 1 second.
Yeah,
Yes.
in 1 second. That means 50 cycle is completed in 1 second for AC supply.
Guys,
50 hertz. That
we have less than 1 minute. I think time to say.
And speed of the motor we all
Let's
know.
conclude it.
And
Okay.
speed of the motor we know.
We'll
the
discuss
number
remaining
of
part
RPM
tomorrow.
per minute or
Yes.
second.
In next session,
Yeah,
whenever you put. Okay, guys, and let me introduce. Somebody was saying, "Sir," to me. I am in 8th semester. My name is Jan Prakash Agrari, pursuing mechanical.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So we
So
guys are
I think
just
we can
mates.
do tomorrow.
Okay, we'll put tomorrow, no problem. And guys, if you
sure.
want to,
We'll just-
since your interview is very near you, if you want to put it on daily basis, I will be there for you to coordinate. Okay, no problem. I am
Okay,
learning
no
also because of preparation of for my written test. I will not be that active in